Yellow cabs drift through the rising violet mist of 5 o'clock. Strangers pull their heavy woolen coats a little closer to their chests. Sitting by the corner pane, I trace the foggy shapes that come and go. Every passing face is a story written in the cold November air. Warm tea cools down in a heavy ceramic mug. Silent clocks spin as the city starts to breathe. This quiet harbor keeps the restless world away for just an hour. Soft shadows fall across the empty wooden tables in the back, while distant sirens play their lonely song against the window pane. We are all just travelers, searching for a place to rest our eyes. Wet umbrellas drip on black linoleum near the heavy door. Someone drops a coin and laughs a little too loud in the back corner. Outside, the streetlights flicker on like sleepy amber stars in rows. Familiar paths look different when the dark begins to settle in. Warm tea cools down in a heavy ceramic mug. Silent clocks spin as the city starts to breathe. This quiet harbor keeps the restless world away for just an hour. Soft shadows fall across the empty wooden tables in the back, while distant sirens play their lonely song against the window pane. We are all just travelers, searching for a place to rest our eyes. Time slows its pace when the evening rain begins to gently fall. No one is rushing to catch the train that rattles underground. We share this tiny space of warmth beneath the heavy concrete sky, finding our solace in the humming of the old radiator pipe. This quiet harbor keeps the restless world away for just an hour. Soft shadows fall across the empty wooden tables in the back, while distant sirens play their lonely song against the window pane. We are all just travelers, searching for a place to rest our eyes. Cold white ceramic reflects the dim fluorescent light of the platform. Hundreds of boots march in a rhythmic steady beat toward the local train. Musicians play a dusty melody on brass horns near the turnstile gate. Echoes of laughter bounce off the iron pillars in the underground breeze. Steel wheels squeal softly in the dark tunnel ahead. Heavy sighs mix with the scent of roasted chestnuts from above. together through the veins of this electric concrete giant, chasing our dreams under the heavy foundations of the avenue. I stay focused on the glowing maps above the sliding doors, holding our breath until we reach the open sky once more. Tired eyes look down at phones or pages of a well-worn paper novel. Strangers sit shoulder to shoulder without ever exchanging a single word. Yet there is a gentle comfort in the shared commute through the dark, knowing we all are headed home to different corners of the night. Steel wheels squeal softly in the dark tunnel ahead. Heavy sighs mix with the scent of roasted chestnuts from above. We ride together through the veins of this electric concrete giant, chasing our dreams under the heavy foundations of the avenue. I stay focused on the glowing maps above the sliding doors, holding our breath until we reach the open sky once more. Sometimes the station feels like a museum of forgotten faces, each platform holding memories of people who have come and gone. But tonight the rhythm of the tracks is like a heartbeat, slow and steady, guiding our weary souls through the labyrinth of the city's depths. We ride together through the veins of this electric concrete giant, chasing our dreams under the heavy foundations of the avenue. I stay focused on the glowing maps above the sliding doors, holding our breath until we reach the open sky once more. Heavy wooden doors swing shut on the galleries along the avenue. Artists pull their scarves tight against the creeping shadows of the dusk. Silhouetted couples walk past the polished windows of the local shops, leaving footprints on the dusty pavement where the autumn wind blows. Bright halogen lights fade out behind the heavy glass panes. Quiet streets welcome the gentle purple hue of early evening. These brick walls have seen a million dreams take flight and fall away. Still we walk these pathways hoping to find something real tonight. Underneath the old street lamps that flicker like forgotten memories, we find our peace in the quiet moments of the crowded island. Solitary painters pack their brushes in their worn leather bags, thinking of the colors that they couldn't capture in the fading light. Yellow leaves drift down from lonely trees planted in the sidewalk squares, whistling a quiet tune that only weary hearts can truly understand. Bright halogen lights fade out behind the heavy glass panes. Quiet streets welcome the gentle purple hue of early evening. These brick walls have seen a million dreams take flight and fall away. Still we walk these pathways, hoping to find something real tonight. Underneath the old street lamps that flicker like forgotten memories, we find our peace in the quiet moments of the crowded island. Laughter echoes from a small bistro with candles in the window. Warm bread and red wine warming up the chilly autumn air. We don't need a map when every turn feels like a familiar song. Just letting our feet carry us through the beautiful design of the dark. These brick walls have seen a million dreams take flight and fall away. Still we walk these pathways, hoping to find something real tonight. Underneath the old street lamps that flicker like forgotten memories, we find our peace in the quiet moments of the crowded island. Silver steel pierces the twilight sky with sharp geometric grace. Spire of the Art Deco giant glows against the gathering gray clouds. Tourists look up in absolute wonder from the busy street corner below, while locals walk past with their collars turned up against the cold wind. Long shadows stretch across the busy intersection of the avenue. Traffic lights change from green to amber in a slow, silent dance. We are so small beneath the monuments we built to reach the stars, walking through canyons of stone and glass in the middle of the night, looking for a spark of warmth in the middle of the cold stone forest, holding on to promises we whispered when the sun was shining bright. Office lights turn off one by one in the towers of the sky, leaving only the glowing crown to guide the lost souls of the city. The street sweeper hums a gentle tune as he clears the empty avenue, making room for tomorrow's hurry in the middle of the quiet dark. Long shadows stretch across the busy intersection of the avenue. Traffic lights change from green to amber in a slow, silent dance. We are so small beneath the monuments we built to reach the stars, walking through canyons of stone and glass in the middle of the night, looking for a spark of warmth cold stone forest, holding on to promises we whispered when the sun was shining bright. Every window tells a different story of a life lived in the air. Some are celebrating while others are just staring out at the mist. But we all look up at the same shining crown in the dark sky, finding a common anchor in the majestic beauty of the architecture. We are so small beneath the monuments we built to reach the stars, walking through canyons of stone and glass in the middle of the night, looking for a spark of warmth in the middle of the cold stone forest, holding on to promises we whispered when the sun was shining bright. Dark water ripples against the old wooden piers of the West Side Park. Ferries carry tired workers back to the Jersey shore across the bay. Wind carries the salty scent of the ocean into the crowded city streets. Benches are filled with silent thinkers, watching the tide come rolling in. Distant highway hums like a steady, comforting lullaby in the dark. City lights reflect on the black surface of the moving water flow. The river knows the weight of every secret that we throw into the deep, flowing past the piers without a single word of judgment or regret. We come here to breathe when the stone walls feel a little too tight, finding our freedom where the land ends and the endless water starts. Joggers slow down to a steady walk as they reach the edge of the path, sipping water while they watch the orange sun slip below the horizon line. Children wave to the passing tugboats as they turn back toward home, leaving their laughter behind in the cool, damp air of the early evening. Distant highway hums like a steady, comforting lullaby in the dark. City lights reflect on the black surface of the moving water flow. The river knows the weight of every secret that we throw into the deep, flowing past the piers without a single word of judgment or regret. We come here to breathe when the stone walls feel a little too tight, finding our freedom where the land ends and the endless water starts. Sometimes we forget that we are living on a small, crowded island, surrounded by the deep blue currents that connect us to the wild world. But the cold breeze reminds us that nature is never too far away, whispering signaling to our busy minds to slow down and just enjoy the view. The river knows the weight of every secret that we throw into the deep, flowing past the piers without a single word of judgment or regret. We come here to breathe when the stone walls feel a little too tight, finding our freedom where the land ends and the endless water starts. Streetlight pink bleeds into the dark asphalt of the wet, empty theater street. Showbills flutter in the cool draft near the stage doors of the theater. Actors walk out into the cool drizzle with their makeup halfway washed away, singing the final notes of the chorus under their breath as they go. Taxis splash through puddles of liquid gold on the wide avenue. Steam rises from the vents like spirits dancing in the yellow light. The stage is empty, but the drama never stops on these busy streets. We are all playing our parts without a script to guide our steps tonight, hoping for applause from the strangers who pass us by in the dark, searching for a spotlight in the middle of the pouring rain. An old man sweeps up the colorful confetti from the matinee show, muttering about the glory days of the stage when the stars were bright. Young dreamers stand under the marquees waiting for a lucky break, holding their portfolios close to their chests so they don't get wet. Taxis splash through puddles of liquid gold on the wide avenue. Steam rises from the vents like spirits dancing in the yellow light. The stage is empty, but the drama never stops on these busy streets. We are all playing our parts without a script to guide our steps tonight, hoping for applause from the strangers who pass us by in the dark, searching for a spotlight in the middle of the pouring rain. The music fades, but the melody lingers in the cool evening breeze. A lonely saxophone plays a slow ballad from a second-story window. We walk through the puddles of light and shadow with our heads held high, believing that the next act will be the one that changes everything. The stage is empty, but the drama never stops on these busy streets. We are all playing our parts without a script to guide our steps tonight, hoping for applause from the strangers who pass us by in the dark, searching for a spotlight in the middle of the pouring rain. Waves dance on cobblestone paths, winding through the quiet village. Historic brick townhouses stand like proud guardians of the old days. A couple walks hand in hand past the flower shop that closed at noon, leaving a trail of soft whispers in the cool October evening breeze. Ivy climbs up the old iron railings of the basement steps below. Chamber music plays softly from a warm apartment on the second floor. This is the neighborhood where time forgot to run so fast and wild. We can lose ourselves in the crooked streets that lead to nowhere at all. Underneath the warm yellow glow of the streetlights on the corner, we find the romance of a city that still knows how to dream in peace. A sleepy bookstore owner turns the sign to closed on the wooden door, but keeps the desk lamp burning bright for the late night readers passing by. Dogs trot happily beside their owners on the way to the little park, enjoying the quiet hours of the night before the morning rush begins. Ivy climbs up the old iron railings of the basement steps below. Chamber music plays softly from a warm apartment on the second floor. This is the neighborhood where time forgot to run so fast and wild. We can lose ourselves in the crooked streets that lead to nowhere at all. Underneath the warm yellow glow of the streetlights on the corner, we find the romance of a city that still knows how to dream in peace. We don't need the bright lights of Midtown to feel the magic of the night, just the quiet rustle of the trees and the sound of our own footsteps. Every corner has a history of poets and singers who love these streets, and we are just adding our own little chapter to the beautiful song. This is the neighborhood where time forgot to run so fast and wild. We can lose ourselves in the crooked streets that lead to nowhere at all. Underneath the warm yellow glow of the streetlights on the corner, we find the romance of a city that still knows how to dream in peace. Wooden slats hold the chill of October as the evening shadows grow long. The lake is still as a mirror, reflecting the grand towers of Central Park South. A solitary rower pulls the oar slowly through the dark, quiet water, leaving ripples that spread like whispers across the calm surface of the pond. Squirrels hide their treasures under the carpet of red and yellow leaves. The distant hum of Fifth Avenue feels like another world away from here. We find our quiet sanctuary in the middle of the concrete wild, a patch of green where our weary hearts can finally slow down and rest, watching the city lights turn on like fireflies in the evening dark, holding on to this peaceful moment before we have to go back outside. An old woman feeds the last crumbs of bread to the sleepy ducks, smiling as they splash in the cold water under the stone bridge arch. Two travelers sit with a map spread out across their knees in the dark, planning their next adventure while the moon rises over the tree line. Squirrels hide their treasures under the carpet of red and yellow leaves. The distant hum of Fifth Avenue feels like another world away from here. We find our quiet sanctuary in the middle of the concrete wild, a patch of green where our weary hearts can finally slow down and rest, watching the city lights turn on like fireflies in the evening dark, holding on to this peaceful moment before we have to go back outside. The stone pathways have heard a billion confessions of love and loss under the ancient elm trees that have stood for more than 100 years. Here we are, just a tiny part of the beauty that keeps this place alive, finding our peace in the natural rhythms of the earth beneath our feet. We find our quiet sanctuary in the middle of the concrete wild, a patch of green where our weary hearts can finally slow down and rest, watching the city lights turn on like fireflies in the evening dark, holding on to this peaceful moment before we have to go back outside. Blue ink bleeds onto a paper napkin in a quiet basement cafe. A traveler writes down the names of the streets they walked today, sipping bitter espresso as the steam rises to meet the low ceiling, while the gentle murmur of French conversation drifts from the next table. The radiator clanks and sighs like an old friend in the corner space. Outside the night descends like a heavy velvet curtain over the city. We write our stories in the margins of these crowded avenue maps, searching for ourselves in a place where nobody knows our names at all. Every street corner is a canvas waiting for a brand new memory, and we are just capturing the beauty of the passing night. The barista wipes down the copper counter with a slow, steady motion, humming along to a nostalgic record playing on the record player in the back. A young woman stares out at the wet pavement through the iron grate, wondering if the letter she sent will ever make it across the sea. The radiator clanks and sighs like an old friend in the corner space. Outside the night descends like a heavy velvet curtain over the city. We write our stories in the margins of these crowded avenue maps, searching for ourselves in a place where nobody knows our names at all. Every street corner is a canvas waiting for a brand new memory, and we are just painters capturing the beauty of the passing night. It's easy to get lost in a city with 8 million different lives, but it's also easy to find a little corner that feels just like home. A leather booth, a warm drink, and a notebook full of empty pages is all we really need to make sense of the beautiful chaos outside. We write our stories in the margins of these crowded avenue maps, searching for ourselves in a place where nobody knows our names at all. Every street corner is a canvas waiting for a brand new memory, and we are just painters capturing the beauty of the passing night. Of the passing night. High-arched windows filter the golden dust of the departing day. The great celestial ceiling glows with painted stars above the main hall. Commuters rush past like shadows on a screen toward their evening trains, while a young couple stands perfectly still near the golden clock in the center. Whispers bounce off the marble walls like waves on a silent shore. The click-clack of the departure board announces another journey home. We are all passing through this beautiful temple of time and space, looking for a hand to hold in the middle of the rushing crowd tonight. Every archway holds 1,000 hellos and sad goodbyes in the air, but we find our anchor in the quiet stillness of the golden hour. An old conductor checks his silver pocket watch with a practiced eye, answering the questions of a lost traveler with a gentle, tired smile. The sound of footsteps creates a rhythmic symphony on the stone floor, a beautiful dance of people heading to a million different destinations. Whispers bounce off the falls like waves on a silent shore. The click-clack of the departure board announces another journey home. We are all passing through this beautiful temple of time and space, looking for a hand to hold. In the middle of the rushing crowd tonight, every archway holds 1,000 hellos and sad goodbyes in the air. But we find our anchor in the quiet stillness of the golden hour. Underneath the sky of green and gold, we feel the history of this place. How many lovers have met right here under the glowing yellow clock face? We are just the actors in a play that has been running for 100 years, finding our own small moments of peace in the middle of the station's heart. We are all passing through this beautiful temple of time and space, looking for a hand to hold. In the middle of the rushing crowd tonight, every archway holds 1,000 hellos and sad goodbyes in the air. But we find our anchor in the quiet stillness of the golden hour. Stretched cables hum in the rising wind above the dark East River tide. The Gothic stone towers stand like giant gatekeepers of the outer borough. Walking along the wooden planks, we see the skyline light up like a jewel, while the cars below hum a steady low bass line on the metal grates. Cold steel cables slice the deep purple canvas of the evening sky. Distant sirens sound like lonely birds calling out across the harbor water. We walk between two worlds on this long path of wood and heavy steel, watching the lights of Manhattan flicker like a million tiny promises. There is a sweet freedom in being suspended high above the rushing world, with nothing but the cold wind and the open sky to keep us company. A photographer adjusts his heavy tripod to capture the perfect frame, wishing he could freeze the magic of this evening light forevermore. Tourists stop to marvel at the distant statue shining in the dark bay, while locals run past them with their eyes focused on the Brooklyn side. Cold steel cables slice the deep purple canvas blues of the evening sky. Distant sirens sound like lonely birds calling out across the harbor water. We walk between two worlds on this long path of wood and heavy steel, watching the lights of Manhattan flicker like a million tiny promises. There is a sweet freedom in being suspended high above the rushing world, with nothing but the cold wind and the open sky to keep us company. Every wooden plank beneath our feet has a story of a journey made. People searching for a brand new start, or just heading back to their homes. We are all connected by this beautiful structure of iron and stone, finding our way through the dark with the help of the skyline's glow. We walk between two worlds on this long path of wood and heavy steel, watching the lights of Manhattan flicker like a million tiny promises. There is a sweet freedom in being suspended high above the rushing world, with nothing but the cold wind and the open sky to keep us company. Warm vapor rises from a silver grate outside the corner grocery store. Neon signs glow bright red and blue through the glass of the front door. The scent of hot coffee and fresh toasted bagels fills the narrow aisles, while the radio plays an old soul song that makes the cashier smile. Heavy glass refrigerators hum a comforting low-frequency tune. Customers stamp the cold rain off their boots as they walk inside. This little corner of warmth is open all through the long, lonely night. A quiet harbor where the night owls gather when the streets are cold and dark. We don't have to speak to know we are all looking for the same comfort here. Just a hot cup of coffee and a friendly face to help us make it through. A taxi driver counts his paper bills as he waits for a hot sandwich plate, rubbing his tired eyes as he thinks about the long hours left on his shift. A young student flips through a textbook while leaning against the plastic counter, hoping that the caffeine will keep her awake until the morning exams start. Heavy glass refrigerators hum a comforting low-frequency tune. Customers stamp the cold rain off their boots as they walk inside. This little corner of warmth is open all through the long, lonely night. A quiet harbor where the night owls gather when the streets are cold and dark. We don't have to speak to know we are all looking for the same comfort here. Just a hot cup of coffee and a friendly face to help us make it through. Outside the city never sleeps, but in here the clock seems to stand still. We can take our time and listen to the rain drumming on the plastic awning. There is a simple beauty in these ordinary moments of our daily life, a shared survival in the quiet spaces of the crowded concrete grid. This little corner of warmth is open all through the long, lonely night, a quiet harbor where the night owls gather. When the streets are cold and dark, we don't have to speak to know we are all looking for the same comfort here. Just a hot cup of coffee and a friendly face to help us make it through. Black iron stairs frame the brick facades of the quiet cobblestone street. Shadows of potted plants cast strange patterns on the old red walls. A cat sits quietly on the landing, watching the people pass below, while a soft yellow light shines from a loft window on the 4th floor. The evening breeze whispers through the metal railings of the balcony. Quiet laughter drifts down from an open window into the cool night air. We climb our way up to the sky on these rusty iron ladders in the dark, finding our own little piece of the heavens above the crowded streets below. Every landing is a stage where we can sit and watch the world go by, looking down at the beautiful patterns of the city's evening flow. A young artist smokes a cigarette while looking out at the distant skyline, blowing thin gray clouds of smoke that disappear into the dark blue air. Thinking of the masterpiece she wants to paint when the morning comes, while the sound of a distant siren breaks the silence of the neighborhood. The evening breeze whispers through the metal railings of the balcony. Quiet laughter drifts down from an open window into the cool night air. We climb our way up to the sky on these rusty iron ladders in the dark, finding our own little piece of the heavens above the crowded streets below. Every landing is a stage where we can sit and watch the world go by, looking down at the beautiful patterns of the city's evening flow. These iron structures are like the skeleton of this old historic district, holding up the dreams of the dreamers who live inside the brick walls. We sit on the cold metal steps and feel like we are part of the art, a living sculpture under the stars in the middle of the quiet night. We climb our way up to the sky on these rusty iron ladders in the dark, finding our own little piece of the heavens above the crowded streets below. Every landing is a stage where we can sit and watch the world go by, looking down at the beautiful patterns of the city's evening flow. Glass windows showcase the silent silk and silver of the luxury stores. Mannequins stand like frozen royalty under the bright spotlight beams. The white sidewalk is empty now of the shoppers and the busy tourists, leaving only the majestic architecture to shine in the quiet midnight hour. The grand stone library guards its secret treasures behind closed doors. Two stone lions keep their silent watch over the quiet concrete plaza. We walk past the monuments of wealth and fashion in the quiet dark, feeling like we own the whole avenue for just a fleeting moment tonight. No crowds to push us through the streets or hurry our gentle pace, just the beautiful display of lights reflecting in our quiet eyes. A single guard walks his rounds behind the heavy glass of the jewelry shop, flashlight beam cutting through the shadows of the silent display cases. A yellow cab cruises slowly down the empty lanes of the wide street, looking for a late night fare to carry to the outer boroughs of the city. The grand stone library guards its secret treasures behind closed doors. Two stone lions keep their silent watch over the quiet concrete plaza. We walk past the monuments of wealth and fashion in the quiet dark, feeling like we own the whole avenue for just a fleeting moment tonight. No crowds to push us through the streets or hurry our gentle pace, just the beautiful display of lights reflecting in our quiet eyes. Sometimes the grandeur of this place can make you feel so small and lost, but tonight the emptiness makes it feel intimate and soft and close. We don't need the expensive things behind the thick glass panes when we have the simple beauty of this quiet walk under the stars. We walk past the monuments of wealth and fashion in the quiet dark, feeling like we own the whole avenue for just a fleeting moment tonight. No crowds to push us through the streets or hurry our gentle pace, just the beautiful display of lights reflecting in our quiet eyes. Fading amber paint outlines the distant shore of the industrial canal. The sunset leaves a trail of bruised purple across the western sky. From the walkway of the blue bridge, we watch the city catch its fire. A million windows reflecting the dying light of the autumn afternoon. The subway train rattles beside us on the heavy iron tracks of the bridge, sparking bright blue in the gathering gloom of the early evening air. We stand between the rivers and the sky on this path of steel and wire, watching the shadow of the giant city stretch across the bay below. There is a quiet magic in the way the lights begin to turn on one by one, like a slow motion constellation falling down onto the island's edge. A graffiti artist writes a silent message on the rusted metal beam, using a can of silver paint that catches the light of the rising moon. Two lovers share a pair of headphones while they lean against the fence, nodding their heads to a slow beat that only they can hear in the wind. The subway train rattles beside us on the heavy iron tracks of the bridge, sparking bright blue in the gathering gloom of the early evening air. We stand between the rivers and the sky on this path of steel and wire, watching the shadow of the giant city stretch across the bay below. There is a quiet magic in the way the lights begin to turn on one by one, like a slow motion constellation falling down onto the island's edge. The noise of the traffic below is like a river of constant sound, but up here we are detached from the rush and the worry of the streets. We can look at the whole picture and see the beauty of the design. A mechanical giant sleeping under the watch of the evening star. We stand between the rivers and the sky on this path of steel and wire, watching the shadow of the giant city stretch across the bay below. There is a quiet magic in the way the lights begin to turn on one by one, like a slow motion constellation falling down onto the island's edge. Soft jazz drifts from an open cellar door on a dark, narrow street. The warm scent of mahogany and old leather rises to the sidewalk above. A neon sign shaped like a saxophone glows purple in the basement window, while a small group of music lovers listens in absolute silent reverence. The piano keys sing a melancholic song of love and forgotten years. Brush drums mimic the sound of the gentle rain on the street outside. We find our solace in the beautiful chords of a late night blues song, letting the music wash over our weary minds in the cozy dark of the room. There is no rush to go anywhere when the piano is singing so sweet. Just a quiet corner and a glass of red wine to keep the cold away. The trumpet player closes his eyes as he blows a long, beautiful note, telling a story of heartbreak and hope that words could never explain. People nod their heads in time with the slow and steady bass line, feeling the connection of a shared emotion in the crowded underground bar. The piano keys sing a melancholic song of love and forgotten years. Brush drums mimic the sound of the gentle rain on the street outside. We find our solace in the beautiful chords of a late night blues song, letting the music wash over our weary minds in the cozy dark of the room. There is no rush to go anywhere when the piano is singing so sweet. Just a quiet corner and a glass of red wine to keep the cold away. This basement has seen the legends play their songs through the decades, each brick holding the echoes of the melodies that define the city's soul. And tonight we are just a part of the history that continues to play, finding our own peace in the timeless beauty of the late night groove. We find our solace in the beautiful chords of a late night blues song, letting the music wash over our weary minds in the cozy dark of the room. There is no rush to go anywhere when the piano is singing so sweet. Just a quiet corner and a glass of red wine to keep the cold away. Electric heat hums in the humid air of the crowded central plaza. A million screens flash with colors that turn the night into an artificial day. Tourists stand in absolute awe under the massive glowing billboards of light, while a silent street performer dances slowly in the middle of the crowd. Distant sirens wail like electric ghosts through the canyons of the city. A quiet rain begins to fall, making the neon light shine twice as bright. We find our peace in the middle of the loudest place on the whole earth, standing perfectly still while the restless world spins wildly around us. The bright screens paint our faces in shades of neon blue and glowing red, creating a beautiful silent movie of our quiet evening walk tonight. An old photographer adjusts his camera lens to capture the chaotic scene, trying to find the quiet human stories. In the middle of the glowing lights, a mother holds her child tight as they watch the massive electronic clock tick, counting down the minutes until they have to head back to their hotel room. Distant sirens wail like electric ghosts through the canyons of the city. A quiet rain begins to fall, making the neon light shine twice as bright. We find our peace in the middle of the loudest place on the whole earth, standing perfectly still while the restless world spins wildly around us. The bright screens paint our faces in shades of neon blue and glowing red, creating a beautiful silent movie of our quiet evening walk tonight. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the sheer scale of this electronic forest, but if you look closely, you can see the beauty of the human connections here. Strangers helping each other take a photo, or sharing an umbrella in the rain, finding our common humanity in the middle of the bright artificial glow. We find our peace in the middle of the loudest place on the whole earth, standing perfectly still while the restless world spins wildly around us. The bright screens paint our faces in shades of neon blue and glowing red, creating a beautiful silent movie of our quiet evening walk tonight. Wild grass sways among the rusty tracks of the elevated parkway path. Silhouetted trees stand like sculptures against the Hudson River skyline. We walk slowly along the wooden boardwalk above the busy street avenues, watching the headlights of the traffic move like liquid gold down below. Cool autumn wind carries the scent of pine and distant river water. The city's noise is filtered through the leaves of the quiet garden trail. We walk above the rushing world on this garden path of steel and stone, finding a quiet escape in the middle of the crowded neighborhood tonight. Every step carries us further away from the hurry of the streets below, letting us breathe in the peaceful beauty of the elevated evening dark. solitary reader sits on a wooden lounger with a book in her lap, using the warm light of a nearby lamppost to guide her eyes through the page. A couple stops to look through the glass windows of a modern building nearby, admiring the beautiful architecture that frames the quiet night sky. Cool autumn wind carries the scent of pine and distant river water. The city's noise is filtered through the leaves of the quiet garden trail. We walk above the rushing world on this garden path of steel and stone, finding a quiet escape in the middle of the crowded neighborhood tonight. Every step carries us further away from the hurry of the streets below, letting us breathe in the peaceful beauty of the elevated evening dark. This old railway line once carried the freight of a busy industrial age, but now it carries the dreams of the people who come here to escape the rush. We are walking on the history of a city that knows how to reinvent itself, finding a beautiful green sanctuary in the middle of the concrete grid. We walk above the rushing world on this garden path of steel and stone, finding a quiet escape in the middle of the crowded neighborhood tonight. Every step carries us further away from the hurry of the streets below, letting us breathe in the peaceful beauty of the elevated evening dark. Low foghorns echo through the harbor mist as the green boat leaves the dock. Tired commuters stand at the metal railing, watching the wake of the ferry. The distant skyline of lower Manhattan looks like a giant floating palace of glass, while the dark waves of the bay slap gently against the heavy steel hull. A cold salty spray kisses our cheeks in the early evening darkness. The statue in the distance glows green under her steady yellow torchlight. We ride the dark waves toward the outer harbor in the quiet of the night, watching the city shrink into a beautiful postcard of glowing lights and stone. There is a sweet peace in the steady chugging of the boat's engine, guiding us home across the water after a long and busy day of work. A young boy points to the distant suspension bridge spanning the dark water, marveling at the tiny strings of light that look like a golden necklace in the dark. His father wraps a warm scarf around his neck with a gentle, loving smile, whispering that they will be home in just a little while under the stars. A cold, salty spray kisses our cheeks in the early evening darkness. The statue in the distance glows green under her steady yellow torchlight. We ride the dark waves toward the outer outer harbor in the quiet of the night, watching the city shrink into a beautiful postcard of glowing lights and stone. There is a sweet peace in the steady chugging of the boat's engine, guiding us home across the water after a long and busy day of work. The harbor has welcomed millions of dreamers from every corner of the world, each passenger holding on to a hope of a better life in the land of opportunity. And tonight we are just a part of that long and beautiful maritime tradition, finding our way through the dark with the help of the harbor's guiding lights. We ride the dark waves toward the outer harbor in the quiet of the night, watching the city shrink into a beautiful postcard of glowing lights and stone. There is a sweet peace in the steady chugging of the boat's engine, guiding us home across the water after a long and busy day of work. Golden squares pattern the brick-lined street of the quiet historic road. Through the tall glass windows we can see the stories of the night unfold. A rider types slowly under the warm light of a green banker's lamp, while next door a family gathers around the kitchen table to share a meal. The sound of cutlery and quiet laughter drifts out into the cool evening air. Step by step, we walk down the quiet sidewalk under the canopy of old trees. Every window is a small theater, playing a beautiful movie of ordinary life. A collection of human stories that make this massive city feel so warm and close. We don't need to know their names to feel the connection of our shared humanity. Just walking past and wishing them a peaceful and quiet night under the stars. An old man waters his potted geraniums on the white stone windowsill, smiling at a young couple who walk past holding hands in the quiet dark. The sound of a violin plays a slow classical melody from an upper floor loft, adding a beautiful soundtrack to our gentle stroll through the neighborhood. The sound of cutlery and quiet laughter drifts out into the cool evening air. Step by step, we walk down the quiet sidewalk under the canopy of old trees. Every window is a small theater, playing a beautiful movie of ordinary life. A collection of human stories that make this massive city feel so warm and close. We don't need to know their names to feel the connection of our shared humanity. Just walking past and wishing them a peaceful and quiet night under the stars. It's the quiet neighborhoods that hold the true soul of this great city. Behind the heavy wooden doors and the beautiful historic brick facades, here the rush of the avenues is replaced by the warmth of a cozy home. And we are just grateful to witness the peace of the evening hour. Every window is a small theater, playing a beautiful movie of ordinary life. A collection of human stories that make this massive city feel so warm and close. We don't need to know their names to feel the connection of our shared humanity. Just walking past and wishing them a peaceful and quiet night under the stars.